Are you ready?
G'day, welcome back. Today we're going to be getting into some cosmetic mods and maybe barrel swap. I've already got this tuned down to 140 using a Swift spring. We've got a PBL tournament coming up, and well, this is my plan for one of my blasters I was planning on bringing. So I've already got it tuned down. Going to try and squeeze a tiny bit extra out. Don't need too much, but it is what it is. She's currently hitting between 130 to 140s, which is 135s, 140s, which is just about there. As close as I can get it at 150, better. So I am going to try and do a barrel swap. Whether I'm going to bother doing that on camera or not, still haven't decided. But yeah, I'm just going to come through with a few cosmetics, swap out front grip, rear grip, chuck on a new sight, maybe a quick little dig through my stocks, swap that out, and have a look at this. So we'll start off, get all the extra bits we don't need, and take the spring out, just because things are that a little bit easier. So put them aside. Don't need those parts. I'm going to need the B car at the moment. Something I didn't mention in my other video is with the B car, there's a little sleeve that slots in here, and it's gone now. That's, well, you take that out to get on your barrels. But I did like this B car. Did a little plinky on my indoor range yesterday, and she was surprisingly good. Extremely nice tight grouping, but my indoor range is only 9 meters, so it's mainly just for stock Nerf blasters and messing about. It gives a good range, and this being tuned down to 140 FPS, that it just, yeah, it's usable, but with less than a 20 centimeter grouping at 9 meters from a 140 FPS blaster, that's pretty nice. We're taking grip part. There's a little metal pin for rigidity. I do like to keep all these bits together somewhat, so just tighten these up a tiny bit. Not fully tighten them, but enough just so the screws aren't going to be falling out. And I'll put the side into storage in case I find a blaster I want to use it on in the future, if it'll fit. Might actually work on the Tron. Now, something I did also wanted to have a look at was, no, that was going to fit. And neither is that. This will be interesting. So we've got the hole putting AR grips on, but there's no way of really locking it into place. So that might have to be something I'll look into. I'll have a look through that off camera. for the meantime, just continue on. But I do like this blaster. It really isn't done justice on camera, especially all here. Like, the texture to it actually feels really good, but in person, I'm not sure if I'm the biggest fan of the amount the fade goes across. A lot of the blasters I use do have significant fades. It's one of the things I take a lot of pride in, is being able to do fade paint jobs. But how they've done this one, coming from one side and the other, it actually it looks cheap. Would be a good way of putting it. So that is the little roller that just goes onto the pin there. So one of those things where if you weren't taking this blaster apart or you hadn't watched any actual mod videos, you wouldn't know. But yeah, there's a little roller piece just here that helps assist with the prime. Nice set of matching grips to the side. Sorry about that, little live bit of camera adjustment. And in true form, like the last Nexus, is incredibly tight tolerance between the grip and the screw. Then going through. Yep. So it'd be interesting to see what upgrade kits come out for this blaster in the future. Sandman freaking on Milo Mods on YouTube, he's actually managed to get his to hit over 300 using incredibly light darts, but still over 200 out of over 300 out of a Nexus. So that was pretty impressive to hear about. And he worked out the optimal barrel length for these is 40 centimeters. I'm only planning on going with 35 today. As I said, I'm not after peak performance out of this. I'm out of competition use. And then after the PBL, I'll probably tune her up after that. Or keep it for a under 200 FPS Sprout / loner blaster. It has taken a while. One of the things which I've never liked about the NEXUS Pros is the amount of effort it is to try and get a bit of threading through. Closer. Ages away. Alright, I'm just going to pause this. Alright. Alright, so after a lot of screwing around, got that nice and flush now for the front grip. Having issues with the rear grip, trying to find something that can actually bite into the plastic. Yeah, everything seems to either be too thick or too thin. Maybe thought maybe doing some little electric around one, but doesn't seem to be a viable option for the moment. So as much as I like this group, palm shelf and everything, it's not really a sniper status blaster anyway. So pulled out one of my grip sleeves. I just get these from AliExpress, a couple of dollars each, and I'll just slip that over, and it's probably going to be too big by the looks of it. There it is. Throwing a hot dog down a hallway. It's alright. Do have another one which I'll get on before the end of the before I finish this video off probably. But we'll move along. Yeah, I'll slap this on now, why not? Oh, that'll be right. Because I can't put two screws of the same thread and not so much thread, freaking same size Allen key point. Come on. Now my general rule of thumb is most of my sights I've been not putting them just above my magwell for as soon as I came back to nerf in my adult years. And it's definitely been something that has a little bit of sirens. And they're going after those young fellas on bikes that are always riding around. Nothing just wants to be working today. Has been just that smidgen too sure. Slip back down. Lock. Bring the front close enough. Yep, just enough. So that's already looking alright. Right, let's cut in the front. I'm going to pop out 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5. In fact, I might take this off while I'm at it. Whilst I'm not against side Picatinny, this is such a thin profile blaster, like, why not? Look at that beautiful M-lock. And definitely thins up the blaster. Alright, so what have I done? That's interesting. There we go. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and this front section of the barrel should come out. So it's those 4 and another 2 on this side. 6 screws total. And then should have access to the front. There you go. So there's some very horribly cut bit of aluminium. Now it's just this front collet there. It's being a lit. So chance. Nope. Might be able to a lot. Just 4 screws. Now Xbox Games does already have a hot swappable collet system, but I was having a look on the site just last night and wasn't able to find it. I think this may be solvent welded. I mean, it definitely doesn't want to come apart, that's for sure. Razor blade on this. So I don't know why this is so stiff to get apart. I am going to be severely disappointed with Dart Zone and Adventure Force if this is actually solvent welded on. Supposed to listen to community, and well, one of the biggest gripes with Elite 2.0 was solvent weld. This is going to take a bit of effort. Alright, so it's a bit of screwing around. Decided just to pop this open because I need to slap just a layer of electrical tape just around here. That also gives a good opportunity to have a look at the internals of this thing. So I'm just going to bring this back. Now our safety release. I might just go with having an empty hole. I don't like this lock bit, but it's going to be needed for the catch. Alright, so that is annoyingly a needed part. So doing a complete safety delete, because it can't deprime it without activating up here, and as far as I'm concerned that's just more locks. So what I might do, wow, that is a really springy spring. Trying to avoid getting my head camera and blocking the view, but I'm going to get rid of this lock here because it's pretty unnecessary. It's just a depriming lock. So one of the first things to actually get taken out. And won't need that anymore. Spare O-ring, if you're not aware, is for just here. So it's just behind in between the black piece and this orange piece here. Alright. Sort of keeps playing with all the tapes, and it's becoming hard to try and find one that's actually still sticky. I'll be back once this is put in. Alright, so now got that taped in. Had to, I'm pretty sure that was self-embroidered. I literally got sick and tired trying to like loosen it up to get it off, so I just busted into it with like freaking small hacksaw and works my way around. So now I've got a little bit of a barrel, freaking like faux barrel, which has got a few extra layers of electrical tape just to help bring it out, and that's stabilised the barrel to try and reduce anything up there. I'll be a little bit stiffer once I've actually done it, done the screws in. And for ease in the future, I'll be able to get this thing apart. I've also, see a little bit of the trimming there. Come along with a knife and just skimmed off the back edge of these, not too much, but just enough of an angle so I can get it off with just my fingers now. And yeah, so went from cosmetics to a little bit more, like doing all the internals and everything. But I'm pretty happy with how she's come out, how she's looking. I do not freaking reckon that this blaster is anyway a fun blaster mod. That catch spring is annoying. There's a lip on the purple plastic that's right next to the safety that needs to get hooked under, which isn't exactly a convenient thing. Kind of like the idea of which the original Nexus and Tron both have, where yeah, don't have to worry about anything like that. But we're pretty well coming up to the end of it. If I hadn't mentioned already, the barrel which I'm using is 35 centimeters. Sandman did work out the optimal barrel is 40 centimeters, but this is about trying to keep under 150 FPS. And after that, I'm just going to go hell for leather, see how far this thing can get pushed, and or if it breaks, whichever comes first. Now the weather's today still miserable, so still won't be able to take it out for some actual range weather because of it, but oh well. Just another video in the future. So these off. Kind of disappointed freaking wasn't able to go with an AR group, but nothing I've got seems to be able to match the diameter, and much as an O-ring could probably, yeah, just trying to find a small enough O-ring freaking to give it some sort of grippage, but that's alright. Future mod. Hopefully I'll be able to suss that out by next time getting into it. Now something which I was thinking might look alright is the Worker Seagull stock. Because I'm not the biggest fan of the look of the stock. So I'm definitely keen to try and find something that looks a little bit more appealing to me, to myself. And I actually really don't mind the seagull stock. I reckon it looks pretty cool. So I'll grab that in a second. I'll put the bloody catch in the wrong way around. Well, I'll get in and fix that off camera. Got a couple more screws to put in and tighten up. But there she is. You guys don't need to see all the same crap again. Looks alright. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Last on.